All right.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me when it like. Oh, okay. Here we go. All right, guys. Oh, it's offline. It says.
Huh, you suck.
No, it's not.
Oh, it's
That's
not
just-
offline.
No.
Danish
Oh, okay.
internet doesn't exist either.
Who's
All right,
streaming?
guys.
Is it Ollie? Is
It's
Ollie
Ollie.
streaming? Okay.
Yes, Ollie's streaming. Do I have to say it 3 more times? Ollie's streaming. Ollie's streaming. Ollie's streaming.
Ollie's
On-
streaming.
Okay.
Ollie's stripping. Okay, guys. Welcome to the Shitcast, where it's just a collective group of shit posters trying to talk normally.
And
How did
failing
we?
at it.
Let's say how we all met. We all met on the Hello Greedo Discord server, and we just came together and fucking suck. So,
Cool.
yeah, boy. And so today our topic is our two favorite movies we have and why. Apothix, you go first.
Oh boy. Let's
Oh
go
shit,
with-
we should probably do an introduction. We got 6 Foot Piss Radius, Apothix, Olliard, or Nine Nut, Vader Meme, and Kylo Ren, or he really doesn't have an identity.
Bonjour.
And so basically,
French?
that was some
that
pseudo
an
French right there.
That was
Please,
dope.
please don't criticize me. I know you're like French Canadian, so.
It's okay, Scottish man.
I'm
Anyways,
Canadian. I don't think I can physically criticize anyone.
yeah, people who are too busy criticizing you. So,
Fuck
Yeah.
you.
our 2 favorite movies, or at least 2 we picked because everyone's so indecisive. So Apothix, you go first.
Oh, cool. Well, let's go with Blade Runner 2049 first, to be honest. And can someone please intervene, because right now I'm running out of things to say.
So
Yeah,
Apothix, are you sure that you didn't walk out after having a stroke because you're speechless?
Yeah.
You got rushed by the ambulance to the hospital.
I mean, the experience was pretty comparable to a stroke, to be honest, but it's except pleasant.
I've got the same.
a pleasant stroke. Okay. Ollie, you're next.
Yeah, I've got
Or Nine Nut.
Blade Runner 2049 as well, because I never think I've had such an experience going to the theater. Like, just as a Apothix, I was fucking speechless after. I mean, the cinematography and the story, and
Oh my god.
yeah, it was just fucking perfect in my opinion. It was definitely my favorite movie of all last year, and just in general.
Wow. I need to see this movie.
Yes, you do.
Same.
You
I
haven't seen it yet?
I have not seen it.
What is wrong with you?
Okay, so I'm a little stingy when it comes to watching things in theaters because tickets to me are expensive. And well, not expensive, but I don't want to spend that much money. The things I saw in theater were It and The Kingsman 2, and one of those I wasn't that titillated by, and that was The Kingsman 2. I thought It 2017 was fucking awesome. Anyway.
Oh yeah, it was pretty
Yeah.
good.
You titty lady.
Yeah, I was so titty. My titty, so lated. Anyways,
So-
yeah, so, shit, sorry, I kind of derailed this by, skipping you, Apothix, for your second movie.
No, let's just talk about Blade Runner anyway. We can just, since Ollie and I have the same first choice, I think we could just elaborate on that one.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry for interrupting, I'm sorry.
That sounded so sarcastic, to be honest.
I sound sarcastic. I get that a lot.
Yeah,
Can I just say as well? I want to agree with Blade Runner 2049 because it's so good. I love the visuals in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
oh yes.
Yeah,
Just
you
the
know,
way color is being used throughout the entire picture.
and I believe they were all practical effects, weren't they?
I believe, yeah. I think there was all
Yeah.
in camera.
That's amazing.
Yeah, Roger Deakins is the John Williams of cinematography,
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
and John Williams is the Roger Deakins of music. Yeah, The thing that stands out the most in the cinematography is really the color. Like right at the beginning with the slightly grayish white everywhere in the space. The way the hover car passes above the fields, just all the white being spread out across the screen. Somehow they made white interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yes.
how they did it.
Okay.
That's one way of putting it. Can we also talk about the music? I actually thought the music was really good, especially
Yeah, me
that.
too.
Yeah, especially that end part. If we know, that was brilliant. Oh. And I think you can enjoy the movie, especially like, I mean, I got the 4K version, and it really shows you how well, like, how amazing the graphics in that movie are. Like the graphics, there's actual graphics in that movie, and it's brilliant.
Spoilers: Blade Runner 2049 is actually a fucking video game.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well,
So
I
you
mean,
can pick it up at like GameStop or whatever you guys have in Canada.
for your
You have
Xbox
to-
One. Yeah.
Yeah. And,
What
the
do
other,
you, wait, do you guys have a GameStop in Canada?
we have EB Games, which is owned by GameStop.
Oh, how about you, Carla? Do you guys have GameStop or do you also have EB Games?
No, we literally just
Stop
have
talking about
we literally just have a store called Game, and that is it.
That
It's
is
just
so
called.
anticlimactic.
See, there's no stopping there. It's just game.
Yeah, it's just you just keep on going. Yeah, it's like you just
Just
keep
walk
on
into
buying.
the store, grab a game, pay for it, and keep going.
But yeah.
Someone just cut out. I couldn't hear him.
Well,
I was just saying, yeah. There's the game store we have here is literally just called Game, so that's what we have here, and I think that's for the UK in general. So
oh yeah, game. Yeah.
Is it just game ... that like in the title?
There's a lot of releases.
It's like game ... yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Like neon colors and shit. It's like flashing.
I still need to rewatch the movie though. I bought it on Blu-ray a week ago, but I haven't had the occasion yet to watch it.
Yeah,
again.
yeah, I bought it as well. I've only seen it twice in the theater.
Oh, I've seen it once.
I saw it.
I
Yeah.
couldn't
Sorry.
justify going back to it because I felt like I couldn't recapture the same feeling as seeing it once. I even debated whether I would buy the Blu-ray because I thought I can't replicate how great it felt to see it the first time. But it's still a great movie, so I got it anyway.
Yeah, I get that. I knew I had to see it the day after I saw it the first time. I saw it 2 days in a row.
Understandable.
There's only like one movie that I watched a couple times in theater, and that was The Dark Knight Rises. I watched it 3 times within like the same span.
Oh yeah.
I usually don't watch movies more than once at the theater, but I remember when I was a kid, I went back to see Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire for some reason another time.
Mm,
I don't know why. It's not that great of a movie. It's good, but it's
it
not.
is not.
But it's not great. It's just good.
It's a Harry Potter movie, so it's like you like it, but like you don't have to like love it. Like
Yeah.
my favorite Harry Potter would probably be the 3rd one.
Yeah.
Oh, me too. That.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Prison of Azkaban is fucking amazing, to be honest.
It's got Gary Oldman in it. Like, Gary Oldman's like the best.
Well, Prison of Azkaban is one of John Williams' best scores, for one.
Oh
The
shit! I
cinematography-
forgot John Williams was in that.
What?
I mean, did that.
What did you say?
John Williams did that, and I was like, oh shit! I forgot about that.
Yeah. It's one of his best soundtracks overall. On par with, I'd say, Revenge of the Sith. Which is the
Wow.
best Star Wars soundtrack, I think.
I agree.
Yeah. Anyway, since we're on the topic of Prisoner of Azkaban, I also think the cinematography in that movie is pretty great. Like, it's kind of undefinable that the camera work is just... How could I say that? Just more artistic than in the other ones.
I love.
It
yeah.
feels different than the other
Mhm.
ones.
Yeah, just the way it always moves through glass, and just that effect that comes back throughout the movie is one that's really delicious.
Yeah, very delicious. Nice snack.
You don't want to
I
taste
was
it.
looking for the word exquisite, but it wasn't coming, so I said delicious.
I like delicious though. It's more exquisite.
You gotta hate though when your movie tastes nasty.
Yeah, exactly. When you take a disc and you bite into it, it doesn't taste good.
Nasty.
Send it
I
back.
don't like that.
Yeah, when your discs.
Yeah, it's like you're at a restaurant. Do you go, hey, let me get the shitty spaghetti? No, you ask, you're like, let me get the best. I want you to fucking barf it onto my plate. And that's what good food is, right? I don't
Yeah,
know.
well, it's not surprising that the movie is so good. It's directed by, I forgot his name, but he directed Gravity. Was it? Does anybody remember his name? I'm drawing a blank.
I
right
don't
now.
know.
Oh, IMDb.
Oh,
yeah.
Alfonso.
Yeah.
Alfonso Cuarón. That's the guy.
Oh, okay.
God, I can't believe the one time I need to call out his name, I forget it. Anyway,
Also, character development in general, and that it was
Yeah.
like there wasn't a time in the movie where I was like, wow, the characters are really flat and boring. I was like,
no, absolutely.
that one's
Every-
actually really exciting. I literally saw it like a week ago again, and it was like my fifth time seeing it. I love that movie.
Yes, the character interactions are never not interesting. There's always something going on. If it's even just the Peter Pettigrew storyline, all the twists and turns concerning that character and how it affects each and every one of the characters. How Sirius Black is revealed as Harry's godfather and not being an actual traitor. I mean, that sounds kind of pedestrian when I say it like that, but just the way it affects everyone emotionally makes every interaction interesting.
I even though I've seen that movie, when Sirius Black comes in, I get like really on the edge of my seat because Gary Oldman is like one of my favorite actors, and he knows how to like evoke emotion out of it. And he put me on the edge of my seat even though I've seen it, because he comes and he's intimidating. He's
Yes.
got this weird aura to him, and he's like. He's crazy because he's been in this prison for like 12 years.
And even then, he's still got this loving affection towards Harry, even though
And he's got this charisma.
Yeah, absolutely
He's got
does.
this-
He's Gary Oldman.
Yeah. Gary Oldman's got a charisma even if it's his the most fucked up character. You know what's great about Gary Oldman is people say Johnny Depp is the master of disguise.
No,
BS.
it's
Gary
Gary
Oldman is the master of disguise.
No,
Oh my god, yeah.
Johnny Depp is
One
always-
of his movies, the second Hannibal Lecter movie, just called Hannibal, he didn't even put his name in the credits. Because he had I don't know if anyone's seen that, but he was the guy with the fucked up face.
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen any of the Hannibal movies.
They're good. They're very edgy. They're like super edgy.
You know, another thing that makes Prisoner of Azkaban stand out so much, no Voldemort.
Yeah.
For once, the story is different.
Yeah. I didn't realize. Oh.
It's the only
Oh.
installment in the series where Voldemort doesn't appear.
I do like Voldemort though. Ray,
Yeah, he's a
Ray
great
Fiennes
villain,
does a
but-
great job.
But he shows up too often, I think.
Yeah.
I agree.
Harry Potter.
So charismatic. Ray Fiennes.
That
great.
nose, man. That non-existent nose.
I'm gonna lick that
Makes
now.
me go. I want no nose just like him. I want someone to cut it off. Anyway, we should probably get back on
Yeah.
topic.
Yeah.
Vader, what are your favorite movies?
Let's start with number one.
Okay, so I picked two random ones for this. The first one would be, I only saw this once and recently. It's a movie called Passengers. So basically, it's these people are going from Earth to a new planet called Homestead 2. It's a journey that's going to take 120 years, so it's like all automatic pilot shit. Everybody's in like space tubes. There's a malfunction 30 years in that wakes up one guy named Jim, and after like doing everything he can to try to like turn the ship around, contact somebody, after a year he just like completely loses his mind pretty much, and wakes up another passenger just for some human interaction. He's losing his fucking mind, and it's is so interesting the first little bit of it because it's just touching on like you're like the only person and like he knows like I'm gonna live out the last 90 years of my life and there's nobody here. And yeah, I mean the cinematography was okay. It wasn't like ooh orgasmic or anything. It was okay. It's just a story I thought was pretty damn good.
I haven't.
My little bit's gonna be short. My other one was Fight Club. I actually finally got to watch that all the way through. All the way through, finally. I'd only seen bits of it on TV. And I didn't even notice this. Edward Norton's character doesn't actually have a name at the beginning. He's just listed on Wikipedia as the narrator. I never noticed that. I thought he had a name or something somewhere.
That is a fucking awesome movie.
I didn't even notice. I didn't notice. And it's like, it's interesting, like, it just starts off, he's just,
this random guy.
He's going to, like, freaking any kind of, therapy group he can go to, just to freaking feel alive somehow. And then he meets, Tyler Durden, and Fight Club gets started, and it slowly, over the course of the movie, turns into, like, a kind of like a terrorist cell. And they're blowing shit up and all of that, and yeah, that was really good. I think the cinematography on that was really good, especially in the beginning. And yeah, someone interject because I'm out of things to say now.
What?
So, like I said, Brad Pitt does a great job in that movie. Edward Norton and Brad Pitt make a great team, and then you got what's her name? What's the girl? Helen Bonham
Carter or something.
Yeah, she does a great job too. Like the thing is like none of the characters make you go, "Oh, this guy is a great person." You don't do that. You're just kind of watching them through. You're just you're enjoying it, but you're not empathizing with them really.
Helena Bonham Carter is the Johnny Depp of females.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's true. That's really true. Because I know they star in the same movies with each other, so yeah, I guess it kind of rubs off.
Well, I was talking about the disguise aspect of her roles. Just Planet of the Apes, where she plays a literal ape. Like that's, yeah, she's an ape. She's an ape in Planet of the Apes, the Tim Burton one, the bad one.
Oh, of course, it's
I haven't
Tim
even
Burton.
seen any of those at all.
Oh yeah, that's.
She kisses
I can
Mark
barely
Wahlberg.
hear you, Vader. You're really quiet.
Yeah, I don't have the best mic at the moment.
No,
Okay.
Venom, you turned him down yesterday because he was snoring.
Maybe.
Oh, he left. Well, back on topic.
I love that.
Did it out. Yeah, let me turn you up a little bit, Vader. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I'm kind of sick of Tim Burton. I'm like, he did a couple of good movies, but he has a style which he puts in every one of his movies.
I really don't mind Tim Burton.
Many Tim Burton movies. Actually, I don't think I've seen more than one. Actually,
Really?
You've probably seen a couple.
Yeah.
You just have to,
Basically, top of my head, I know he did the first Batman, I think. Like the one with Jack Nicholson. And then...
He did Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
He did that terrible Alice in the Wonderland movie.
Yeah.
I didn't see that and don't want to either.
You do not want to see it. It's atrocious.
Is that Alice the sequel?
No, I don't know. I think it's like both of them.
both,
Actually,
yeah.
I think he did both.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Let's kick it back to movies. The favorite movies. Kylo, I guess you should go.
These are kind of random because I do have a very extensive list.
Yeah,
But,
you have like 16.
Yeah, well, the first one would be The Shawshank Redemption.
Oh, that's a
really
fucking good movie.
Yes, that's good.
I know it's one of those movies that Stephen King kind of took a break from his horror genre, which is really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And,
hold up. Shawshank Redemption is Stephen King.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit! I haven't seen the movie, but I don't know. I never knew.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
It's
I know
good.
it's like
You should check it out.
Yeah,
It's-
it's on my
very
list
good.
on Netflix, but I don't watch movies that often. I should watch them more often, but I never get around to watching them.
If I'm being
Anyways,
honest, sorry. If I'm being honest, I don't watch a lot of movies, but Shawshank Redemption is a definite watch. It's very good. As for my second movie, it has to be Star Trek: First Contact. I really
Really?
love. Yeah, I love that movie so much. Like, kind of outside Star Wars. Oh my god, it's such a great movie if you haven't seen it. It's basically the the Next Generation crew, Picard, Data, and all those. Oh, it is so good. I'm not very good at explaining movies, so I will let you look it up in your own time. But it's a very good movie, and I think you should check it out at some stage.
Most definitely, I'll check that out. I guess I'm going up because 6 isn't here right now. So mine's gonna be a little different. I'm gonna actually, I had notes set for this. Where am I? Okay, so my first favorite movie is There Will Be Blood. I don't know if any of you guys seen it, but this is one of my favorite movies, and I said Kylo actually a little bit of why I love it and
Yes.
what's good about it is There Will Be Blood is a slow movie, but it shows not every movie needs to have action in every scene to be great. When action in the movie happens, it is meaningful and rewarding. The dialogue is great, and Daniel Day-Lewis steals the fucking show. I was taken away by how great it was as a piece of film. I've seen the movie twice, and I have to say it's some of the best acting I saw. You don't go, sometimes when you're in a movie and you're like, oh, this is an actor.
Mm-hmm.
This is good acting, but you see them as actors. With that movie, you didn't. It was slow, but every moment was just like, I don't know. It was just so enticing. You got the cinematography, you got the music, you got the build up, you got the acting, and like they did stuff with like how there's not a lot of the way they say this is voice acting where you have inflections and stuff where you put depth and tone into your movies.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But that did. You could feel the emotions in their voice. And it was just the main character is a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
And yeah, you end up being like, wow, this guy is a fucking crazy ass bitch. And
Who's the director of this movie?
Paul
shit.
Thomas Anderson, I'm pretty sure.
I think so, yes. I'm going to just spoil just a little bit. This movie's been out for a while. So his adoptive son, who he uses as a business ploy because he's an oil man and he wants to drill on this land, and he uses his son kind of as a point because it's a family-run business, quote, quote. His son goes deaf, so the kid's lost his use, kind of, so he sends him off. He sends him away and shit. And so, like, right there, you're just like, wow, what a piece of shit. And I don't know. I love it because of that. You're like, you don't really like him, but he's also kind of a badass.
Yeah.
You kind of got a 50-50 on him.
It's a great movie. I fucking love that movie.
Yeah, it's like you don't like him as a person, but I found myself rooting for him the entire time.
That's what I've begun to call the Breaking Bad effect.
Yeah, actually, I liked Walter White, even though he was an asshole. I liked Walter White as a person because he wasn't bad at first. Anyways, I can talk about Breaking Bad all the time. Like, I can talk hours and hours about it. Maybe that should be our next subject, is favorite shows. But my second favorite movie is Inglourious Bastards. Oh, I love that movie.
I haven't seen either of these.
You have some fucking good.
Okay.
You have some good choices, yeah.
Yeah, Tarantino does such an amazing job at his movies. There's some times where it's like, okay, Tarantino, like the heavy-handed dialogue that lasts for fucking hours. But I don't know. There were a lot of scenes like Christoph Waltz in the beginning. The movie starts. Okay, so it's during World War II, and the movie starts at this French farm, and this farmers are hiding Jews from the Nazis, and there's this guy who calls himself the Jew Hunter, and he comes in and he goes to the farm, and just the entire time he sits down, he's calm, he's collective, and he's like subtly interrogating the guy at the farm, the owner, and the entire time, and the tension is rising because you're like, does he know that they're hiding Jews, or is he just scaring them? And the entire time, it's like the tension rises, and yeah, I don't want to spoil it, but seriously, that movie is so fucking good. There's like so many tense scenes. Oh, Michael Fassbender.
That actually sounds really amazing. Holy God, I might give that a watch after. Dear God, that sounds good.
Yeah. Brad Pitt is in it. Shit. Brad Pitt's in it. Michael Fassbender's in it. Yeah. Then you got Christoph Waltz. You've got a decently star-studded cast, and they all do really good. And just I think Christoph Waltz is the best part. Christoph Waltz and Fassbender. There's this one scene where Fassbender and some of the members of, because the Inglourious Bastards is a team of Nazi hunters during World War II, and some of them disguise themselves as Nazis, and they're in this bar and they're disguising, and like basically I can't explain it. It's weird. It's like the entire time it's kind of got the intensity of the first scene where it's like, do the Nazis know if these guys are not actually Nazis and just people in disguise just trying to fuck them over? And I don't know. There's just I can't explain it. I suck at explaining these kind of things because you have to see it to understand it.
I know what you mean. I'm terrible at explaining things too, so don't worry. You did a better job than I have, so.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I can't explain it. All I have to say is everyone watching, and then you fuckers should watch it.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm planning on watching it one day, but as I said, haven't gotten around to it yet.
Inglourious Bastards is more exciting for people because it's got more action. They're kind of movies in contrast of each other. My two favorite movies. Because There Will Be Blood is slow. Inglourious Bastards is a little more fast-paced and stuff, and there's more tense scenes, and then you like the characters.
Mm-hmm.
In Inglourious Bastards. And it's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
No. It's all right.
That was it.
Now we're talking about Inglourious Bastard. That leads me on to Django Unchained, which, in my opinion, is a really good movie. I love the setting.
I remember seeing that in theaters. Holy shit.
Yeah, I saw it as well. Opening weekend, I think. It was so
Another
good.
movie with Christoph Waltz in it.
Yeah, and by Quentin Tarantino.
Exactly. Tarantino makes some of my favorite movies.
Yeah. I feel like it wasn't really an unpopular opinion, but I really, really like The Hateful Eight, and I know people thought it was, I don't know what to call it. Yeah, people thought it was just alright for a Tarantino movie, but I was blown away by it. It's got everything to love about Tarantino, in my opinion. It really does.
A lot of people said it's cashing on the Django Unchained kind of feeling.
Kind of.
And I kind of get that. I haven't seen the movie, but what I've seen is I was kind of mixed about it. Now, actually, one of my favorite Tarantino movies that doesn't really, I don't know, modernly get talked about, Reservoir Dogs.
Oh, that's such a good movie.
That is a fucking awesome movie. Like, the thing is like, it doesn't follow like a linear plot line. It just kind of jumps around the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
And oh man, And then you got Pulp Fiction, which is a fucking cult classic. That one's fucking awesome. Tarantino is modern, like one of the modern geniuses of movie making.
I was about to name Pulp Fiction.
You can never talk about Tarantino without mentioning Pulp Fiction.
Nope.
I remember watching
Oh, sorry.
I remember watching like one episode of. I don't watch CSI, but I watched the episode that he directed, and that was fucking awesome too.
There's one kind of thing that Tarantino does that I'm like, do you really need to? There's scenes where he is involved. He's involved in the scenes, and he makes these long ass dialogues. I mean, they develop the characters a little bit, but it's like, do you need to go on that long? Like, so have you guys heard of the Four Rooms?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, the Four Rooms is basically like, well, it's like in a hotel or something, and the four rooms they go into are directed by different people, and the final one's Tarantino, and it's like, oh my god, it's fucking weird because it's just like this long ass dialogue of him talking about like champagne, like Cristal or something, and it just makes you go, okay, we get it. You're Tarantino.
Is it like his way of sucking his own dick or something?
Yeah.
I would watch that. I'd watch a movie of him doing that to himself. Self-fellatio, the movie. Well, kind of. It was just like, he's whenever there's like a long-winded dialogue, he's usually in it. For instance, actually, Django Unchained. I don't know if you remember that, Ollie, but that scene he was in was like, it was about like a treasure map or something, or gold. I don't remember. I need to rewatch that movie. But like, he was in it and he just talked and talked and talked and talked.
Oh yeah. That's the treasure map scene. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I don't know. Besides that, I love him. He's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
So 6, how about you, man?
My two favorites?
Yeah.
Oh boy. So I'm not. Apparently, you all are like the movie gurus. I'm just kind of a casual guy. But my two. So I'll start with probably the obvious choice. Me being on a Star Wars Discord server. Empire Strikes Back.
I've got that.
All right, that's good. That's a good choice.
And just off the top of my head, it's like the first, the original A New Hope came out. People were blown away. It's like, how can you top that? And then frickin' Irvin Kershner comes in and directs the sequel, and it's just like, it just fucking blew it away. Just took it to a whole new level. And yeah.
I like the last in the trilogy the most, believe it or not. I don't know why. I like Return of the Jedi.
Actually, I didn't realize, like, I thought we were, like, trying to back away from, like, Star Wars related stuff, but if we are...
I know, but 6 brought it up, so we were just kind of doing a little tangent.
So in that respect, since we're including that, like, my favorite would probably be, like, my favorite movie of all time would probably be A New Hope. I just love that movie. It's a classic, and I love it. It's another,
Unpopular opinion here. I don't think A New Hope is that good, honestly.
Really?
I felt like at the beginning it was kind of a little boring. I'm sorry, kill me, but I was like, ugh.
You see, for me, it's the opposite. Everything that happens on Tatooine is pretty good. Maybe a little slow, and it would be good to see how the Empire is bad exactly, because we were just told that the Empire is bad, but we don't see it. But my main problem is everything that happens on the Death Star. Basically, I don't know. It feels like nothing really happens.
Yeah.
It feels like a sequence of events, but it's not really significant. Like, it doesn't really grow the characters all that much. For instance, it would be great to see Leia's reaction to the destruction of her homeworld, but we never get to see her cope and deal with it. You know what I mean? She's just the same afterwards. She's not affected by it.
She even cracks jokes like after everyone she's known her whole life are dead.
Yeah,
It's
so
like-
that's my main problem with the movie. And also, Luke is somehow a talented pilot for no reason. Like, we don't get to see it. We don't get to establish it. We just... Apparently, he's a great pilot because he's flying in the X-Wing at the Battle of Yavin, and he's one of the only survivors for some reason.
Luke is
And
carries too.
we should kill this tangent of Star Wars because that was our rule, where it's like, let's not do Star Wars so we don't become a Star Wars podcast.
Well,
Sorry.
okay. I'll just-
Venom, it's inevitable. Come on.
I know it's inevitable. That's why I'm like,
I'll
okay,
just-
guys.
I'll just skip right to my second one then, just to kill the tangent. Probably another just obvious choice, Dark Knight.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Which one?
You kidding me?
The Dark Knight.
Oh shit, yeah. The first one? Sorry, I'm trying to remember the titles.
No,
The
yeah.
second
It's
one.
Batman.
Oh,
it's
the
Batman
second. That's.
Begins.
Oh,
The
that's
Dark
the dark.
Knight.
Oh shit, yeah.
The Dark
Sorry,
Knight Rises.
sorry. I like the first one. I like Batman Begins actually the best because that one builds up everything so well.
Mhm.
You've got
First-
that's where it's like it's going to be a good trilogy when
Mm-hmm.
it just it gives Batman so much oomph, and that's why those are like my favorite superhero movies. It's just so weird to call Batman a superhero, to be honest.
I know, right? I never really saw Batman as a superhero. I just saw him as a character from a story.
Yeah, you're just like, this guy dresses up like a fucking loon, but the thing
there's
is
a
like, it kind of works.
It works, yeah. Like Batman is so well developed. It pops out of the superhero genre, kind of like Logan. It's
Like-
not a campy superhero movie. There's stakes, there's weight, there's thematic lines going throughout the entire narrative.
It's gritty. It's like, and the thing is like, it's not formulaic. There's not
Yeah.
something that you need to acquire to save the universe. It's just, it's basically the psychological shit of the city itself, and it focuses on the city and the people, and how basically I think the Joker is one of the great examples in The Dark Knight. Was just, he was talking about how he didn't want to rule everything or something. He just wanted to show that he can bring the bad out of anyone because everyone has a little bit of evil inside them. And I think that was a great example of what.
Yeah, definitely, I agree with that.
Mhm.
I did like Batman Begins probably out of all three of them, actually.
I thought
Yeah, I prefer
Batman
the Dark
Begins,
Knight.
in my
I don't know.
opinion, was I thought Batman Begins was I probably need to rewatch it.
Did I cut
just
out?
remember it being. I just remember it being kind of. I think the most boring out of the three.
I'm
Did
not
I
bored
cut
by
out?
Batman Begins, but it's just
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, did I cut out because I just went on a very long tangent about Gotham
Yeah, you did
City?
then.
Oh, I did cut out. Oh my god! So I was just talking to myself the entire time.
Yeah.
No, we were just it was calculated ignorance. We were just ignoring you.
Do I have to do it again? I was
Yeah,
just talking. I was just talking about. I'm gonna watch the Discord chat just in case that happens again. So I was talking about how, basically the great thing about Batman is, it's not saving the world or anything. He's saving the city, and the thing is, it's like, it's the people, and it's like, I think the Joker talked about it best, kind of, about it in The Dark Knight, was he was trying to bring out the worst in people because he knew that people have a little bit of evil inside themselves, and he wanted to show Batman that, and he wanted to bring that out of Batman also.
Yeah.
And the thing is, it shows people aren't exactly entirely wholesome, especially the people of Gotham.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, that was the little tangent. Mine was a little longer, a little bit, but it was kind of a little fast with this.
Yeah. So yeah, my second choice would be The Martian, by far.
That's
Oh yes.
Yeah, because it's so unconventional in our current cinematic landscape. It's always things about, oh, there's this villain we have to beat or something. Like there are great movies with that with this formula, but not a whole lot. Well, not a whole lot of them diverge from the basic hero versus villain narrative. In the Martian, it's purely about survival. It's a man stranded on Mars who has to survive for a year, possibly longer, for NASA to rescue him. And I'm a fan of the book first and foremost because that's what I discovered first. Well, the movie was announced, and then I heard about the book, then I read the book, and then I watched the movie. Anyway, what I just love about this story is how well science is integrated into the whole narrative.
Mm-hmm.
Like, everything is so accurate and well laid out, especially in the book. Everything makes sense. Everything is explained, and not in a heavy-handed way. It works, and it kind of makes the movie even better because of how grounded it makes it.
Yeah, I love the quote, like, friggin' shit potatoes, or like, I'm going to science the shit out of this.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
That movie was very immersive, I have to say. Like, I didn't know what was gonna happen, so like the entire time I was on the edge of my seat with that. That was really good. I loved when he did the kind of Iron Man thing where he popped holes in his suit and shit.
Yeah.
It was like flying in the air, kind of. That was actually pretty cool. I liked that.
I love how they made like science fiction so believable.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, there's basically no fiction in that except for the initial sandstorm because it's physically impossible for a storm on Mars to have that much force because the atmosphere is just 1% of the thinness of the Earth's.
Yeah.
But other than that, everything is scientifically rigorous.
Yeah.
It's like Ridley Scott. It's Ridley Scott at his prime. That was a really good movie, I think. Here's a question: The Martian or Interstellar?
The Martian.
The Martian.
by far.
The Martian.
Well, Interstellar has a more interesting premise, but the execution is a little bit less interesting because it's a little heavy-handed. There's an overabundance of telling rather than showing.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even necessary to tell anything because it's already shown throughout the story. But for instance, the line about love being the single most powerful force in the universe because it transcends space and time, like, you didn't need to say it. We already got that from the themes and narrative. So there's just that little side of the story that brings it down compared to The Martian.
Yeah.
I
What's weird is it was a Christopher Nolan movie, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Nolan has always been had a problem with that. He's with expository dialogue being a little bit overabundant.
Yeah.
I guess. That was a yawn, not me like freaking out right there.
I will say one thing about Interstellar. The music was fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Oh, definitely,
Oh
yeah.
my god, yes.
Mm.
It's
Hans
so
Zimmer, right?
immersive. It's beautiful. It's the soundtrack of the universe.
I assume we've all seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it. I love it.
Yeah. The bit where they're like trying to dock on this while spinning and lining up and the music ramping up. Oh, that was brilliant.
That movie was long.
Yeah,
It
but
was
I don't
fun.
mind it. I don't mind long movies as long as it's warranted. As long
I
as
didn't
it
feel
doesn't.
like it dragged. I didn't feel like that, which was good.
Well, look, I never really feel like movies I never feel the length of movie. To be honest, I found that Blade Runner was longer than Blade Runner 2049. So really, the length of the movie doesn't really matter. It's really how the scenes weave together and how well it just pulls the themes out of its narrative.
I guess I'm one of those guys that, like, mid-movie, I'm like, wow, I've been watching this for, what, like an hour and a half, and it isn't time.
I never really feel the length of a movie, if that makes sense.
You don't feel the
same
girth.
as me.
I've never felt that a movie really dragged, no matter how long it was.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have felt movies that drag, but not because of the length itself, but just because of the pacing.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. That's what I meant as well. But well, I guess it's my my second pick, and I'd actually go with a Nolan movie, and it's Memento. If anyone has seen it,
Oh
Yes.
yes.
it's an interesting one, and for anyone who hasn't seen it, it's kind of an Inception kind of thing vibe going on.
It's an interesting cinematic experiment, let's say.
So
Because it's really
Yeah.
more of an experiment than anything else, first and foremost. I don't
yeah,
know if you agree with me.
I do. It's
Well, also the main guy, Guy Pearce, does a great job.
yeah. Oh
yes. Yes.
I'm talking slower now so I can see if I'm still in the voice chat because I keep on leaving on accident.
You are. You are. Don't worry. But yeah.
I have to ask that from time to time. I'm like, hey guys, am I in the voice chat? No one answers me. I'm like, yep, no, I'm not.
And
You know, another Guy Pearce movie. Oh shit, I'm sorry. I didn't let you finish. I'm sorry.
no, it's. I don't know what else I really have to say about it. I mean, I guess I could. I just love how it's built up. We see the very end of the story, and then it just goes backwards. We're always left in the dark about what's going on and what's gonna happen and who everyone is, and I love that. It's at the end.
I love how he gets taken advantage of too.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it.
For his condition, he gets taken advantage of.
It's such a great movie.
Yeah, for a movie that literally shows the end first, it has a lot of twists.
It had a Pulp Fiction-y kind of thing. I'm not saying it was like Pulp Fiction, but it had the style where it just jumped and jumped and jumped and jumped.
Yeah. I love how every time we almost got something out of the story, it just would cut to a new memory or the beginning of a new memory. And then it would lead on and on and on. And then as soon as we came to a point where we would know more about his backstory, then it started a new memory and then moved on. And it just kept repeating that. And it kept you invested in the movie. I loved it.
I agree.
Actually haven't seen Memento yet.
You need to. It's pretty good.
It's really good, yeah.
I almost bought it at a yard sale, but it was just DVD probably scratched to hell. I was like, oh wait.
There's another movie with Guy Pearce in it that's really good. L.A. Confidential. Now, that movie's really good. It's got Kevin Spacey in it, so you're kind of like, fuck. A lot of my favorite movies have Kevin Spacey in it, and now that I'm like, I can't see this. Because I'm going to see just like the movie version of Jared Fogle. But that movie's good because it's a film noir and like more modern kind of thing. It's got I think is it Kurt Russell? I think in it. It's got Danny DeVito in it too, which is just fantastic.
If I just intervene concerning the whole Kevin Spacey issue, like I don't really have a problem with an actor having allegations and watching their movie because I can separate the art from the artist. So really, it doesn't bother me in the end.
Nope, I agree.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just it happened so much. Like the shit that happened with him was so abundant that I couldn't see him as a character, but as this guy who's such a piece of shit.
There was one allegation, if I'm correct.
He admitted that shit too, and all that stuff. Let's not talk about this.
Yeah.
No, he didn't. He said he didn't even remember.
Yeah,
Anyway.
which is like, oh, I did it, but I'm not gonna tell you. I didn't remember this. Anyways, let's cut this because this can get
Oh, by the way, I'm
get
gay.
heavy-handed. Yep, I know that, Apothix.
Venom. Can you say pulp?
Yeah.
Can you say pulpameme?
Palpameme?
All right, he's gonna have an orgasm now. Good. All right.
Oh, really? He wants to.
Um.
Yeah, Palpameme. You're my favorite anime girl.
Let's
I won't lie.
let's look at the chat.
I agree with you on that, Venom.
Yeah.
I think Vader's gonna be jealous.
Yeah. Pulp says his favorite movie is Alien, the first one, not Aliens, but Alien.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's good.
I've never seen it.
I need to get the
Oh my
Alien
God.
series again.
I have that written down as well.
Well, we
Vader.
used to have a list a list with each other and stuff, but then it got deleted somehow. It just disappeared.
Yeah.
Vader, I'm surprised you didn't list the Emoji Movie as one of your favorites.
Well, I was tempted to like be a shit poster here and just say like, oh, my two favorite movies are Frozen and the Emoji Movie, but decided to be serious for once. If you want to talk the Emoji Movie, if that's your ulterior motive for bringing it up, I'm totally on board.
Dear
with
God, no! Please don't.
that. So let's discuss the Emoji Movie. It's a great
No,
cinematography.
That'll be for the
CGI
next
was
one.
just top-notch.
Yeah, let's like a shit posting edition. I swear to God, if I have to hear about the Emoji Movie, dead meme.
I'm still waiting
Anyway.
for the sequel.
Yeah.
Still waiting for the sequel.
I'm waiting for the XX edition.
The fidget spinner movie.
Carter.
Ooh.
Carter, for the
I want the
sequel.
8K edition.
Ooh, yes, the 8K.
Yeah.
How about the 16K edition? You can see the pixels individually.
Oh
I
my
want
God.
the 2024.
You can see the pores of the emojis.
I want the 1024K edition.
Oh yeah.
Kylo will only see things in 4K. He's got
Yeah,
a 4K
like-
monitor.
He wouldn't
Yeah,
even watch. I did a
My
game
life's
stream.
in 4K.
Exactly. Got 4K bathrobe. He's got like 4K underwear and shit.
Does he have a
He brushes his teeth
It's like-
with
it's like a roller-
4K toothpaste.
It's actually funny because the toothpaste I have, it's Colgate, and it says HD on the side of it. Get like HD teeth. It's like, what? It's not even me.
I even did a game stream like a week ago, but Kylo wouldn't join it because it wasn't in 4K.
That is not true. That is not true.
Okay, I'm gonna just get on a little thing and just bring up something Palpameme said in the comments.
Mm-hmm.
I've instantly sucked up the cum back into my cock.
Is
Thanks,
That-
Palpameme.
is that
That
possible?
fat
Very
ass is
moving.
watching is listening to this.
What? Oh,
That-
yeah, that
that fat
fucking
ass.
Brit.
That fucking guy that's fat. He's got bad teeth.
That
He's
limey
British.
bastard. Fucking limey. The
You
Americans
fucking
run,
wall.
Palpameme. We won. Get over it.
6 foot, shut the fuck up, you fat.
Fat what?
That's what Palp just wrote.
We should probably actually get Palpameme in here.
Is it too
Maybe.
late?
No, we could probably. How long have we been running?
I can't even tell. I actually got the video up, but it's like I can't actually see like a run time.
53 minutes so far.
53 minutes.
Mhm.
Okay, well, we can get Palpameme in here. Oh,
Well,
well,
we
I
could
can't
just
speak.
beat it.
He can.
Well, we
He's
could
in
get
a
him
bed.
in here. Be like, stop Palpameme, you little hoe. Get him to say his 2 movies, make fun of him a little bit, and then, yeah. Are you guys down for that?
If you want to.
Okay.
He says he can't. He's in his bed, and I'm like, I'm in my car.
I'm
Yeah, that's
under
no
my.
excuse. You fucking wall.
Don't fucking lie to me. Goddamn Palpameme.
You're a wizard, Harry. I'm a fucking what? Wait, 6.
So, yeah, we've got like 53 minutes down. I think we're good. This was fun. There wasn't really any lull points, meaning like there wasn't any moments where everyone was like silent and being like, someone please fucking speak. So I think we did good.
Well, isn't Pelp coming now? We just told him to come.
I know, but he said he's in his bed and he's knocker.
But he
do
said,
anything.
actually, I'm coming.
Oh, okay, so he's actually coming. So I guess we have to wait
Make
for
up
him
your
to come.
mind.
Wait, hang on. That's open to interpretation.
Oh yeah, that's
The-
right.
just-
Hey, it's whatever you want. It's whatever you want, Kylo.
He's either
Wink, wink.
he's either coming or coming or coming.
Come again?
He's
Come again?
he's doing all three. Fine. So, you know what, Kylo, talk about your 4K toothpaste.
Yeah, so, 4K toothpaste, yeah, so I upgraded to 4K toothpaste not too long ago. My teeth are amazing. You should see them. They're really good. Like,
Yeah, you gotta send a picture.
yeah, I will. I'll send a 4K picture of my 4K teeth, because my teeth used to be 1080p, and it wasn't really good looking, so, I think it's definitely worth the upgrade. I'll send you a link.
All right, do
at
that. I'm
some-
actually looking
yeah.
forward to
Yeah.
that. Is it
Yeah.
Crest or is it its own thing? Or like, is it Arm & Hammer, Crest? I don't know the other one. I don't know what Irish people have, like potato
we
flavored
do-
toothpaste.
We do have Arm & Hammer, but the one I have is Colgate and Aquafresh.
Oh,
so
Colgate is the best.
Oh,
yes. it
all
is.
right. Move to. Okay. Are you ready, Pop? Are you in here?
I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, that's
Okay, so your two favorite movies. Go.
Uh.
All right, that's all the time we have, guys.
Thanks for watching.
As always.
I like Alien and Star Wars.
Which Star Wars? Which Alien?
Episode 5 and the first Alien.
What are your
'Cause
reasons?
they're pretty. Alien's pretty good, and Star Wars is also pretty good. That's why I like them.
Star Wars is overrated, man.
Hey, listen up here. You
He's too tired to call us a fat cunt.
You passed
No.
out like halfway through that sentence.
It's like, listen up here, you fat.
Someone comes over and fucking knocked them out.
I like Alien because it's like the tension, that shit that fucking builds up when the alien kills off the crew one by one. And then Star Wars Episode 5 because it has a lot of twists, and romance and stuff, and it's pretty good.
But nothing happens in it, man.
Oh yeah, they just
Just
stand
an
there
old-
for 2 hours.
It's just an elongated space chase.
They just stand there for 2 hours.
OT purist. The prequels are where it's at, man.
The intense Star Wars battles, the intense lightsaber fights.
There we go, making a fucking Star Wars podcast again.
I was on the phone with like some guy on eBay, like customer service yesterday. He sounded exactly like the voice Palp just made. Not even
Really?
joking.
Wait,
Damn.
what was the phone call about?
It
What
was just. I won't get into it here.
I have one question for Apothix.
Go ahead.
Are you a prominent member of the Bionicle community?
No. I am not.
I am
I was
so
banned from
happy to
it.
hear that there's a Bionicle community. I never knew, and that makes me so happy.
sorry.
Not this again.
If you're telling the truth, that sucks.
Yeah, I saw the Ace
Well, I got
Attorney.
the account deleted, so I'm good.
Oh, that's awesome! Finally.
I saw the Ace Attorney thing they did.
Yeah, that was a dick move of them.
Yeah, such a fucking childish move.
What happened?
Well, they decided to do a role play, an Ace Attorney role play, with me as the villain. After I was banned. For some reason.
Wow. That's so fucking weird.
I'm gonna find the page.
Send that. I want to see that.
And I wanna play it, and I wanna get you judged.
I wanna read it out. You know what, Ollie?
Mhm.
We should we should read one of those fan fiction things that we said we're gonna read, but like in the podcast.
Oh god.
Next podcast is just gonna be shitty fucking fan fictions.
I have it open right here. Venom.
Because you cut out right there.
Shitty fan fictions.
I have it open
Shitty
right
fanfic. Yeah, I'm down for
I
that.
have it open, Venom.
Oh, you have it open? Do you want to read it?
No, it's,
Let's read it together.
it's too fucking cringy,
Let's
dude.
do it. Dude,
Do it.
hell yeah.
This
Okay.
no longer turned into the favorite movies.
Alright, guys. This is really bad, and we're probably lose a lot of people watching. But,
Who cares?
here we go. Our hero is Pennywise, a clown who spends most of his days and nights alone,
I'm having
with no one to
flashbacks.
bond or to talk to with. Such isolation has made him cynical. Okay, Ollie, you'll begin after each sentence.
Alright.
I already hate it because every time someone mentions Pennywise, I instantly think of Supreme Leader Gap.
That's good. It just
I say
it
we
just
do the
furthers
Attorney thing.
it just furthers the story. Alright.
Venom, I want to do the Ace Attorney thing. I put the link in the comments. Not in the comments, in the Shit Palace.
In the what?
I want to finish this because this is a piece of art. Alright,
Okay.
such isolation. Go, Ollie.
Hold on, wait, let me just get my loop.
He has resorted to one-night stands and carelessly taken advantage of the local sewer rats that scurry around his feet in the sewer around him. Of course, he has the occasional kid from time to time.
Oh, this is the worst part. He always had a knack for children, seeing them as young and innocent. They see the world differently than adults. He sees potential and he thinks he can unlock the untapped sexual prowess these kids possess. Oh, Jesus.
Today
Oh no.
Today is his lucky day. It's raining and the streets above the sewer grate he's occupied at the moment is so flooded it looks like it's a pond.
The water sweeps the gunk and debris through the desolate neighborhood and covers Pennywise.
Out of all the useless junk, one thing catches his eye. A newspaper boat caught in the stream that leads to the sewer.
As the boat falls into the sewer, Pennywise catches it just in time. No! A boyish, high-pitched scream fills the quiet streets.
The boy looks down in the sewer grate. Shit, look at this cutie, Pennywise says in his mind. Pennywise steps in view at the edge of the sewer grate so Georgie can now see him and begins to speak as cheerful as possible. Hiya, Georgie! He then lifts the boat in view to present it to Georgie.
Do you want me to take? I'll take care of Pennywise. You could be the boy.
Alright.
What a nice boat. Do you want it back?
The boy replies soft and shakily. Yes, please.
You look like a nice boy.
Pennywise
Steer cheerful. You want a balloon too, Georgie?
Georgie says as soon as Pennywise finishes his sentence. I'm not supposed to take stuff from strangers.
Oh? Well, I'm Pennywise, the dancing clown. Pennywise shakes his body and the bells on his outfit follow close after. Now we're strangers, aren't we? I mean, we aren't strangers, are we? Georgie takes... Oh, sorry, you're Georgie.
Georgie takes a shallow breath and speaks even softer. I should get going now.
And then they stopped. I think they just realized the smut they were creating was kind of illegal.
But yeah, Pennywise fucks the shit out of a child. The end.
Yeah,
Oh,
basically,
no.
the synopsis is Pennywise is a thirsty little bitch.
Alright.
Okay, I think that is a good note to end this on.
It has been an hour and 6 minutes, and this was our second podcast.
This was way better than the first one, I have to say. This one was really fun.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you shitting on Carter, man?
I wanted to do my Ace Attorney thing.
Well, we could do another video of that, like, right after this. Or do you
Oh,
want...
yeah,
Okay,
I'm down for that.
Alright.
okay. Alright, guys?
See ya, fuckers.
Robot Reddit, and I'm gonna